This is Warlock D coming at you from the House of Holy Mother, and today I want to talk about, democracy in America and where I feel it's like messing up, because our conservative party, under the Constitution, we are even separated from international laws. It was part of the drafting of our independence. It was every bit as much about England making laws and imposing them on America and us not allowing it to happen. But, if you're paying attention, the Republican Party is really actually worldwide. And they all want to play that, we can all live as one great big kingdom. Let's create a Euro buck. President Bush, Republican. I believe in international trade, but because that's a necessity for the world to function. But international law, isn't that a bit redundant to even try to understand? Because with the laws that the Republican Party is so strong about and don't want to give up on, is laws that even block some of your other rights. Because, if it's a created law, then, the point of it is, my point is, how long is it going to be before the Republican Party has all of us bowing down to the Queen once again? Because, they have us going by laws that apply in other countries that, just, we're all working together. How far are we away from the Queen now? Our War of Independence was to block other countries from, putting their laws against us. And the Republicans are worldwide. They don't allow nobody to get bigger than them. No party is to be bigger. No, and then, if they get bigger, then, now they sucked in pretty much the whole world. Because, once it is everybody's free under our flag, then you got Republican and Democrat, the war will go on. We have two wars going on right now that is based on what we're told. We're told that we're in a war against terrorism now. And, lo and behold, as soon as, they need a little bit of publicity, something else got bombed, and this is why the war on terrorism needs to be. We got a war on drugs. Another war that's, this is how it is, this is the way, who's escalating the violence to begin with? Really think about that. Because it's laws, they get to come in with guns drawn, beat you down, knock some teeth out, whatever they feel like doing, they get to do that. Meanwhile, the whole point of it is they're pushing to get guns taken out of independent hands. Now, again, they're using the war on terrorism and the war on drugs to slowly but surely creep up on our right to bear arms, because they get to kick the door down, surprise the hell out of you, with guns drawn, but you're not allowed to have a gun in your house. And don't tell me that once everybody gives up their guns, that they're going to stop busting doors down and kicking your ass with guns in their hands. You got to watch who is disarming you, or who wants to disarm you. I'm pro-gun. I'm a Democrat, and I think it's bullshit whenever somebody says, oh, he belongs to the Democratic Party. He don't believe in the right to bear arms. Oh, yes, I do. So that's a myth as far as I'm concerned. And I know other Democrats with plenty of guns, you know. So my point in it is, you got to really be paying attention, people. You know, we're being creeped up on. We have now we have less rights because of, I know the name of it, Patriot Act. We have less rights than the countries that were over there defending, allegedly defending, I will say that. The war on drugs, everything's one-sided. They're right because they're coming in under the badge of law. And if they do make a mistake and they trash the wrong house and all that, oh, it's just part of their war. But I've just seen too many things with the Republican Party that, it really makes me ask the question, there's something evil coming, and the Republican Party is in charge of bringing it to us, it seems, because they got this Tea Party thing now. That's my main bitch. They got this Tea Party thing now. They want to represent oh, it's 1786 and Tea Party time. They want to reminisce, maybe get people to think, oh, they are really looking out for us. The Tea Party, like I said, is worldwide. Why is that? And they're enforcing law. International law is, under the Constitution, an illegal act against our nation. Pay attention. If you don't believe me, get a copy of the Constitution, okay, and read it. I mean, there's just too much bloodshed going on, and the types of deals going on. Our boys over there protecting farmers who's growing smack to finance their freedom, and it's legal to do, evidently, and we're helping them out. But the same soldiers that's doing that can come here. If I have a little plant seeded, they can kick my door down, scare the hell out of my kids, and beat me down if I don't listen. We really need to think about this sort of behavior going on. I mean, I know there's other people out there who knows this little tidbit of information, but you know, there's just as many Republican illegal operations going on. But you know, how many Republicans are sitting in jail for their sins? You know, there's a lot of Democrats, you know, found out, turned in. I mean, we really got to think about this shit. And if you don't see where we're losing grip, it's whenever the war on drugs is international, okay? And all the federales get to arm themselves, come in like Clint Eastwood, screw your day up, and put you in jail for a very, very, very long time. And meanwhile, it doesn't get any better. No matter how many people, you know, it's like the war on alcohol back in the 20s, whenever it was, you know, dubbed illegal. Think about it. Alcohol is legal, and the conservatives basically in charge of that too, because you know it's legal to drink, and you can buy it anywhere, and your kids can't even get a hold of it, and the only war that the conservatives got going on that is the war on DUIs. And there's some very unfair play in that too, because, you know, and mostly what they're after you about once they like snap you up for that is they want you to sign up and agree that there's certain rights they're allowed to violate of yours. There's, again, that's against one of the paragraphs in the Constitution. No man should be forced to sign away his rights. You know, you can always willingly if you're a dumbass. But you know, for somebody to impose it over you, and they start using the law to force you, again, that is an illegal act. The main thing of it is nobody's paying attention. How far are you willing to go? How many sheep you can watch? Just be guided. There's, okay, I agree, and then they get marched through the system, and then whenever they come out the other end, they might be like a Republican now. Who knows? But the point of it is, nobody's paying attention to these things. You need to plant a seed and have some fun. And remember, our Constitution is there for a reason. International laws was something that really, you know, it's supposed to be something that's used whenever, you know, something is trying to, you know, get into, you know, attack your country. There is, you know, the funniest one is